Okay, just decided to say hi to you guys. Why is it showing as upcoming again? I'm definitely live. I am live. Why is it showing as upcoming? Okay, yeah, that's. I think there's a huge delay today. Just waiting for some people to join, as always. Today I didn't set things up. Apologize. I didn't set things up. The light is okay. Everything looks fine. I think you can hear the PC cooling sound. Cooling fan. But that works as ambient. Okay, I can see somebody, I think. That means I reached you. What's up? Can you check for me if I'm loud and clear? And yeah, you're here. Welcome, small kid boy. After like a week, we're talking, right? Or more than a week. Last stream was, yeah. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, tell me if my audio is loud and clear. Okay, so I'm clear. Still, let me check. Okay, so it's crisp. And what about the music? Is it interrupting? Because today I'm not playing the music like built-in way. I'm playing it through the speaker. Thank you very much. Okay. So today I didn't plan anything, you know? Just decided to say hi quickly. Yeah, subtle is what I need. So I decided to say hello to you guys because the last stream was around Christmas maybe, or after that day, I don't exactly remember. Then I didn't stream for a while. And as you guys know, that I was getting annoyed. Basically, somebody was trying to bully me, and he was not the reason that I didn't stream for a few days. I just didn't because other stuff, basically, not because of him. I just took a break, and I'm back. Of course, why am I saying as if I didn't make any videos or anything? I mean, I was always here. I was making videos, shorts, but I didn't stream for a week. And I want you to understand that I'm not gonna stream every single day. This is not what I decided to do. Sometimes I'll make videos, sometimes I'll make shorts, sometimes I'll post images and stuff, sometimes I'll go live. Not a single format, like a specific format is not my niche, you know, like I'm a streamer. No, I'm gonna make content some way, somehow, shorts, videos, live. Different time, different thing. Depends on my mood, you know? So, I'll be here. That's what matters. So, how are you guys doing? Hopefully, you're going. Yeah, that's it. Today, I'm streaming a little early. Hey, you think about streams? No, I'm not gonna do that. Let me tell you something. I have no, like, I'm not aiming to have a schedule to stream. I will go live whenever I feel like. I'll have that flexibility, that casualty. Even though I'm not gonna decide any specific time, my streaming is always exactly the same time, because that, like, I stream usually when I'm free, and I'm free around midnight. You know, night to midnight. So I'll obviously stream around those time. But I'm never gonna fix a specific time like 11 p.m. or 1 a.m. I'll never do that. That's gonna be casual. Hey, 1 hour of live streaming really helps to get your watch time up quickly. So I'm learning. Good job. And I didn't watch your live stream like entirely. I missed it. Sorry about that. But I did check, and it was pretty good. I watched it though, just not entirely. I will. I hope you're gonna stream again. You should. You should do that again, and I'll try to join. Posted okay, so you posted a video. I will definitely check. What type of video? No subs. It takes time. Let me tell you something. Your first video will never gonna give you any views or subscribers. Your second videos, not at all. You have to make more. After 10 or more videos, like maybe 10 to 12 videos, you might see some like subscribers. Have patience, you know? Have patience. But if you aim it like, okay, I'm gonna go viral, that's a different thing. If you go viral, you're gonna be viral. Your first video gonna make you popular. That's just like winning a lottery. That doesn't happen usually. I am just scared. Why are you scared? Like 1.8k views. That's huge, man. 1.8k. You probably made a short, right? You made a short. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna check my audio now. That's huge, man. 1.8k. You probably made a short, right? You made a short. That's good. Okay. Okay, seems like it's fine. Okay, so where was I? I'm not even using any earbuds today, as you can see. Okay, so it's a short. My bit is kinda edited trash. That's fine. That's fine. Just do what you feel like doing for now. And then you're gonna find a path. You're gonna find a way. Like, okay, this is what working. But make sure whatever you do, you actually have passion for that. Just don't pick a random niche and work on that just to get views, you know? You have to have a little bit of passion. Yes, that is awesome. Congrats for 1.8k views. Just don't let subscribe. Yeah, don't care about the subscriber count. Let me tell you something. Modern days, subscriber counts don't matter at all. Just focus on the views. Just focus on the engagement, getting loyal audience, you know? You're gonna find so many channels got so many subscribers, but still, they're not big enough. Nobody knows them. You get the idea. It's not the size of the channel, but the quality of your content. You know? So, keep making videos. And don't listen to the haters. Yeah, but I am gonna do it for fun. Yeah, you have to do it for fun, for sure. Let me give you an example. Let's say you decided to have a cooking channel. You gotta have the cooking skill, right? You can't just, let's say you don't even know how to make coffee and you decided to have cooking channel. It doesn't work that way. You gotta have the skill, basic skill. You don't even have to be a, a chef or something, but you gotta have that knowledge. And then have fun while making. Don't think about, I'm making it for views. No, you have to enjoy. Otherwise, what's the point of making videos? We could just do 8 to 5 jobs, right? Do it for fun. Okay, no earning, that's different. A lot of YouTubers, like the big YouTubers you know, they actually started as fun, but now they're doing it basically that's their business. Whatever motivates you, do it that way, you know? My aim is both. I just want to, my first aim is to become popular, you know? And then yeah, of course, if it gets bigger, I definitely gonna make it like a business. It's not like I don't wanna earn anything. I do, okay? I do. 50-50. Popularity and money. I need both. But I don't want to do it like a robot. I want to do it with fun. Let's say my YouTube channel is big enough, but I'm not making any money. Does that mean that I'm gonna stop making videos? Hell no. I'll make this forever. I'll make videos forever. Let's say I'm doing 8 to 5 job. I'm still gonna make videos. The frequency might go lower, and that's it. You know? And it's weird. Most of the audience, hold on a second. Your most audience are Russian. How come that works? Because as far as I know, yes, exactly the words I wanted to hear. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how did you get Russian audience. You know, a lot of times I make a video and I upload. The song, the background music is banned in Russia. Russia and Belarus, these two countries. And I don't know why. I don't get Russian audience like I do, but very few. I think YouTube is kind of banned there, right? YouTube is banned in Russia. People are using VPN to watch YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Let me research this. I think Russian people can't watch. Exactly, Russia. So YouTube is currently banned in China, Iran, North Korea. Uh, okay, where's Russia? Though some users find ways to access it, while countries like Russia, Turkey, and Thailand have also temporarily. Hold on a second. In Turkey, YouTube is not legal. I mean, you're from Turkey, so you definitely know about that. That's weird. Why is YouTube banned in Korea? I think not like two Koreas, right? South Korea and North Korea. Which one is bad? I always mess things up. Which one is actually very strict? Can somebody confirm that? South Korea is actually the good one, right? So North Korea. North Korea is like prison. They don't have many things. They don't have Facebook. They don't have anything modern. They're not allowed to research about modern things. Because if they do, North, exactly. So, not just YouTube. North Korea doesn't have anything. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, nothing. I heard that they don't even have modern TVs. They can't buy them. They have those box, like those 80s, 90s TVs, and they don't even have international channels. They just have Korean channels. They can't watch anything. They don't know what's going on. They don't know about the world at all. They just know what's happening in Korea only. They don't even know about South Korea stuff, probably. I'm not sure. But they're like in prison. I don't know if I'm correct, but that's what I heard. I feel bad for the people. They're very oppressed. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how, like, the world, like it's 2026. And for them, it's still 2006, I think. A lot of people there try to escape to South Korea illegally. They can't even escape legally. They're suffering, I know that. You don't want to go there. with a sane mind. So YouTube is banned there, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Yep, they get killed. Yeah, they get killed for living. They killed, like, imagine, you can't even leave. If they caught you, then you're done. That's messed up, man. You get killed for leaving. I'm sure they can't even talk openly that I want to leave Korea someday. I want to go to Japan, stuff like that. I'm sure they can't even discuss with friends openly. That's. Let me check if I'm correct. Literally everything is banned there. Literally everything. Seriously? Like foreign media, basically. They don't know about international music at all. Not even Japanese or South Korea. They just know music. Like, if you go to North Korea and ask kids, ever watch Dragon Ball Z? They never watch Dragon Ball Z. They don't even know. They can't have radio. Like international radio channels, they can't even listen to those. Their internet is super slow. On purpose, okay? They can't even check Google Maps? What the hell? I don't know if that's true. They can't even check Google Maps to check other countries. Like, what the hell? When personal PCs were becoming popular and smartphones like Samsung Galaxy internet was being popular, the Facebook group were going around. But imagine being. Oh man, it's making me sad actually. I wasn't expecting that. They definitely feel ancient, you know? That's why I never see any North Korean immigrants anywhere. If I do see them, they're basically they basically moved long time ago. Yeah, for likes. That feels great. Today I'm not gonna tell any stories, by the way. I decided to say hello quickly and leave. Tomorrow, we're gonna back. Yep, I only met a South Korean. Yeah, I never. Like, that's actually. Like, if you think about it, how often you see somebody from North Korea making a YouTube video or TikTok video? If you see them somehow, they're like mixed. Their parents were Korean, that's it. But nobody recently from this era, you won't see anybody like that. Mods for GTA San Andreas to make it online. What? You can play online? San Andreas? Are you sure about that? Because if it's available, yeah, I get that mods, but maybe it's GTA 5 mod, right? But the open world scenario is San Andreas. The character is from San Andreas, CJ. Maybe that's what's up. It doesn't have 18 plus of these heavy racism against and multi-theft. Okay, I get. Is it available now? Because if yes, no. Okay, read your older message. When personal PCs were becoming popular, internet being. You too, my friend. You too. I didn't get your older message. Okay, mods for GTA San Andreas to make it online. I think I missed some of your messages. Like you were talking about around when the personal PC were becoming popular and smartphones like Samsung Galaxy. That part I got, but I don't know if you said anything before. Okay, sorry. And I'm playing around CapCut, so I'm learning to edit. Okay, I got that. My vids kinda edited trash. So you're making videos of GTA San Andreas? Some messages got removed, I think. There's a third message. I didn't get that one. Okay, write that again. Write that again. There was a really wild stuff, okay? Got that? Sometimes if you have to write like a lot of things and the chat is like uh, restricting you because you know censorship, you can write on my community tab and I'm gonna read that out loud. Don't worry about it. That part I need to approve. The chat part is like I don't know what's going on. Back then when the Turkish internet was forming, okay? Okay. Learning. Yeah, I got it now. I'm gonna view it. FB 18 plus groups. Okay, I got that. And racist gang lobbies. Oh. People going. Okay, I understand now. Okay, that makes sense. For some reason, these texts I can see on my phone, but on my PC I can't see them. Whenever you're saying stuff like 18 plus and, you know, and there's still standing gamers like that. Yeah, I know. Understood, my friend. Understood. Now I got it. There's MTA, multi-theft auto. Really? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. It's a mod of San Andreas with online. That sounds cool. Did you check that one? Like, ever played? It makes the game online server embedded. Okay, that makes sense. I had no idea. I had no idea. I played the original one, of course, and the remake. You know, that trilogy? GTA trilogy remake. That makes the game all okay. Got it. How many likes I got? 4? And there's a server engine for CS 1.6 hosting still today. You know, you have a lot of knowledge about these. You can actually make a gaming channel. You definitely can. I have a gaming channel too, but I'm really not serious about that one anymore. I'm not consistent for various of reasons. Those two games have really weird answer lobbies or really good lobbies. Okay, interesting. I'm curious to know about this. Maybe I'll check that out. Keep sharing. I'm all ears. I see 7 people, which feels good. 9 now. Drop a like, guys, if you're here. I really appreciate it. Yep, I know those games, due to them running on potato PCs. Since my PC is also a potato, my PC is a potato, but a cooked potato. It's not a very powerful one. You know, I can run some AAA games, but not all of them. I mean, if I do them, I have to lower the resolution. You know what I mean? I have to adjust things out. I can't play them with max graphics. And some games I can't even play. Like any games from 2025 AAA, I struggle to play those. Every now and then, I always look back to my laptop makes 1.9. Okay. In Turkey, how expensive things are, like tech stuff, laptops and PC. If you need to like upgrade your potato PC or sell it and then buy a decent one, do you need a lot of money to do that? Maybe. I'm streaming a little really expensive, okay? Can you give me an idea? Let's say I want to buy a laptop, not a gaming laptop, just to work, you know? Let's say let's say an let's say something to do official and then editing and stuff, like a decent PC laptop. How much I need to spend? Like if I give you money, how much I need to give you to get a decent laptop? I just want to edit. No gaming. I mean, I can play old games, but I don't need to play modern AAA games. Due to taxes and stuff, yeah. I understand that. The hardware mouse is not cheap, but yeah, I got that. Welcome, Eleanor. Yeah, today I just decided to say hi quickly and then leave. I didn't decide to say any stories. Nothing exactly. Just a casual stream. I mean, my streams are always casual, but every now and then the stream is super casual because I'm not even doing anything. I'm just talking to you guys, you know? So we were talking about stuff. We were talking about North Korea because a small kid boy said he made a short and somehow his short reached Russian people. And I thought YouTube is banned in Russia, but people are actually using VPN to watch YouTube. And then we were talking about North Korea, like how everything is banned, literally everything. And I found out that even Google Maps, you can't even use Google Maps there to see other countries, to see their views and stuff. That sucks. That sucks. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Somebody shared my stream, I think. I saw one for with i3 and 6 GBs of RAM, 2 GBs or graphics. Okay, it got graphics, so it's still good. Graphics card power with Windows 11, with Windows key for 10K. Hold on a second. You know, I don't recommend using Windows 11 if your computer is not super powerful. Even for the super powerful, I don't recommend because it drains too much power, too much RAM for no reason. So if I bought this one, I would use Windows 10. And yeah, it got 2 GBs of external graphics, which is good. But it's for 10K. 10K what? I don't know the Turkish currency. Don't get nothing Chromebook. Chromebook is good for basic things. Chromebooks are fine. If you don't want to play AAA games, if you don't want to do graphics designing and stuff, I don't think you need a super powerful computer. Chromebook is good because you can still do web stuff. You can edit, like you're a YouTuber, and for YouTube, you don't necessarily need to have a powerful PC to edit that way. You're not making movies or anything. You just want to slap a camera on your face, add some music, transitions and stuff, and potato PCs are enough. As I said, my computer is not exactly potato PC, but it's not even very modern. Like, I can't play modern AAA games with maximum graphics. I have to lower things down, you know? I can still play, but I struggle. Like, but I can play most of the games anyways. But it's not necessary. It's not necessary. I want to get a laptop or tablet. Tablet sounds good if you're like moving around, you know? I think, but for now, laptops are better. Let the tablet become stronger, get more stronger. They're getting stronger actually, to be honest. Modern tablets are very good. But those graphics cards are laptop cards. It won't do what PC card. Yeah, obviously, laptops are very limited. Even the gaming laptops are very limited. PC is, if you have a stable place, computer, a desktop is the perfect solution. But you know, when I'll move out, I'm not gonna be able to carry my computer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell my computer and maybe I'll buy a laptop temporarily. And those laptops are built like the weakest and yeah, I get that. But you know, for gaming, if you're not gaming much, decent laptops will do it. That's good, in my opinion. And use laptops, you know, you can spend very less for a good thing. You just have to be very careful. You have to pick, like, a lot of scammers are out there. So if you buy used things, you gotta be very careful. It depends on the country, of course. Just don't buy it from a... I really don't want to mention it. I was about to mention a specific nation, but don't buy this from this country. But I won't. Not necessary. Chromebook is good for college students. That's the idea. Why Chromebook was even a thing? Why did they make this? Just for simplicity, just for your studies, your basic assignments, your all those official stuff. And Chromebooks are perfect for that. If I wasn't gaming at all, if I just had to do some basic editings, which yeah, I would actually go for a Chromebook. They're very slick and neat, and the higher end Chromebooks are even better. They're getting better, I heard. They're getting better and better. I had a friend buy one of those, and when he was gonna open, again, the power button literally broke and just bashed inside and smashed through the keyboard, motherboard, and... Did I lag, by the way? I think I lagged. I think I lagged. I hope I didn't. The other day, not other day, sorry, today, literally today, I saw a keyboard. Now, what's so special about a keyboard? The keyboard is actually a CPU. That's a computer, basically. You connect the keyboard with any kind of monitor using a USB cable. It's your computer. It becomes your computer. The keyboard is basically like the half part of a laptop. That's very cool. If it gets available, if it gets very, very little cheaper, I will get that because I love portability. I'll just get a monitor and the keyboard and boom. That keyboard got your RAM, your graphics, your CPU, even two cooling fans, like very slick, very thin cooling fans, you know? The SSD, the hard disk, everything. And it's like this slim. It's actually thicker than traditional keyboards, but that's fine. But it's basically a keyboard, and that's basically your CPU. So I'll definitely gonna get that. If it, like, of course it's gonna be very, very expensive now because it's a new concept. But in the future it's gonna be cheaper if it actually works good, because things need to be durable, you know? Just a cool concept is not enough. For example, Galaxy Z Fold, when it was new, The concept was cool, but they were very, very fragile, weak. You can easily break them. Even now, it's not that durable at all. The moment it becomes too durable like the modern smartphones and little cheaper, you will see those very commonly. The prices starts at literally close to $35 on up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But they're cheaper, of course. And the parts used inside, those are just cheap and knockoffs. They usually DDR3 RAMs and older gen CPUs. Okay, so DDR3 RAMs are not that bad. It's older, but still, it'll do the job. I started using computer when the RAMs were DDR2. I used literally a very weak PC. So I got experience using good PCs, bad PCs, and I really love to struggle. I love the art of it, like where you struggle using weaker things, you learn a lot. Like sometimes, like I love the idea to that grounded feeling. Sometimes, for no reason, I'm gonna try to sleep on the floor without using any mattresses or anything, just the flat floor, one pillow, just to train myself. What if something bad happens and I'm like struggling, maybe an apocalypse or maybe I'm broke, anything. Can I struggle that way? So I train myself sometimes this way. That sounds insane. Like the keyboard would make things so much easier to move. Yeah, exactly. You just have a keyboard, and the good part is that you don't even have to buy a monitor. You can literally plug in into your phone, and your phone becomes your monitor. You just need that keyboard. That's it. I hope it's gonna be a thing in the future. Like it's just a concept now. They really run at speed of grandma using a. Yeah, but still, it's fine. That's a nice mindset. Yeah, I just want to train myself. I want to learn to adapt. I think we all should learn to adapt. For example, it's winter. It's just here, winters are not that crazy, but still, I was trying to practice using no blanket. I just wanted to sleep using a thin blanket, no duvet, no comforter, thick ones. I was trying to not use them. My goal was to spend the entire winter using just a thin blanket. But then I was like, okay, I think it's enough. I think I need something thicker. So I've been homeless. You've been homeless before? Seriously? Or you're joking? Call me stupid, but I kinda wanna experience this being homeless. I kinda wanna experience where I have like few dollars and I have to struggle, survive the whole day to test my strength. I kinda wanna do that. I had newly become a teacher, as you know. My job is a teacher, so the pay wasn't enough. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. That sounds kind of sad. I'm thankful. I'm fortunate that I can freely do YouTube even though I'm not making a lot of money or anything. Yet I don't think about bills and stuff. Thanks to my. I'm gonna sound like a loser now. Maybe I am because I'm an adult man and I'm getting support from my parents still. Yeah, for a guy that's a bad thing for an adult guy. For girls it's different, but for a guy, it's really like the rent and stuff. And but it's not like permanent. I'm gonna move out soon. Hopefully, I'm trying to move to a different country. I sacrificed a lot. It's not like I wasn't doing any jobs or anything. I sacrificed my job life to do this. I can go back to my old work anytime. In fact, the place I worked after I left, with my reference, a lot of people joined. You can understand the power I have. It was an academic center. I wasn't a teacher or anything. I was like I don't, how do I explain? Because it got no specific name. I used to counsel, I used to talk why you should admit your kid here, why you should enroll here, advertising, talking to parents, taking admissions, stuff like that. That was my job. And during Corona, I left and I thought that I'm gonna do something else. But then I fell in love with YouTube and I decided that I'm gonna be committed and I will not go back. I will not try to do any other job. And here I am. And why did I leave that job? Not because of COVID. Of course, the COVID was the reason where everybody got a huge break, but I quit because of politics. Politics is a thing here. Everywhere. Not just like, everywhere. Basically everywhere. You name it. I had a Hyundai accent. What is a Hyundai accent? At the time which I slept. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about a language. I had a Hyundai accent at the time, which I slept in its backseat for a while, around 2 to 3 weeks. How was the experience? I kind of want to experience sleeping somewhere not comfortable at all, like maybe a bench. I want to buy an RV, by the way, those RV vans, for no reason. It's not like I decided to live in RV forever. No. Let's say I have an apartment, I have a house, anything. Still, I want to have an RV and I want to spend my night there. I sa I Then I moved in together with the grandma, split the rent and the bills. Now I'm chilling. What? No, please, no, what? Are you talking about that bench part? My head had a bruise every. Okay, so you didn't have a pillow. Yeah, that can be very, very uncomfy. Odd. Awkward as hell. You'll definitely have some postural issues. You ever practice sleeping on the floor? Just the flat floor? Of course, using a pillow, not without a pillow. By the way, Eleanor, can you hear the background music? Because today I'm not playing it inside the setup. I'm playing it with my speakers. Nothing built in. So the music might feel a little external. Sleeping on the floor is kind of comfort. Okay, so you got that. Yeah, if the weather is hot. If it's winter, I don't think it's gonna be very comfy. Because the floor is cold. Yeah, if you use a mattress, that's different. I actually tried during winter too. But my mom yells at me if I do that. Like, you're gonna catch cold. 5 likes. Gracias, mi amigos. Gracias. I noticed a lot of audience I had, they were teachers or they are teachers. That's kind of cool. I just turned all around the room. I tried that once, slipped on the carpet, then woke next to the table. Okay, so you roll or like you're not a stable sleeper, right? So definitely you probably fell a few times from the bed. This probably happened. This can happen if you roll too much. Like a wheel. I lied on the floor after a yoga session before, all spread. And you definitely felt good, didn't you? Because you're tired. It's very relaxing to do that. Okay, so it seems like a lot of people know how it feels. But, could you, like, if you do that, and let's say you're sleepy, can you sleep that way? It's called corpse pose. It's because you're like a dead person, right? Sometimes I can sleep like a fetus. I don't know what do you call it, but you know, all crumbled and curled up. I can sleep that way. Not because I'm feeling cold or anything, it's just I feel comfortable. Your ADHD gives you 200% energy, and I'm suspicious that I might have autistic stuff because I'm so silly all the time. I'm always like a kid, and I appreciate that. Never kill your inner child. You know, you don't have to. Yeah, fetus position. I always get in clumsy and. But you're very young still. You have to keep that alive. Like, when you're gonna grow older, don't make yourself stop doing things what you enjoyed, you know? Like, I've seen, like, I have a cousin. He used to tell me, like, he always used to play games with me. He's younger than me. He's very younger than me. He's like, now he's like 20 or something. But when he was a kid, he used to visit me and play video games. I would play games with him too, and he would say, "Bro, I will never stop playing video games, no matter what." And I said, "You should never stop anything you love." Now he's 20, and suddenly he says, "I don't play video games anymore because that's for the kids. This is childish." And I said, "This is not your words. Definitely you were judged." And he said, my friends always bully me if I play video games." And that made me sad, kind of. I said, ask yourself if you still love playing video games or not. If yes, you should keep doing it. Who cares what your friends think of? You don't have to care if they don't like it. Do you like it? And then he was like, yeah, but he still doesn't, like, I can't force him to believe what he believes now. But he stopped playing video games. Like, for good. Because he thinks it's childish and he's 20 now. So I hope, small kid boy, no matter what you believe in now, it stays strong. I was leaving a meeting and I was going, something is going on. Okay. But what happened next was funny. I'm all ears. Share that. Yeah, I'm still a kid too. Everything I like, I used to like as a kid, and I still do. Yeah, but you gotta understand that immaturity is not something we should keep. That's different. I really appreciate people who's real, you know? I turn to the door and bam, I literally slam into the door frame face first. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. I was trying to visualize that. I will never kill that inner child I have. I am like, if I feel like buying something, let's say a Beyblade, I will buy it. The other day, me and my friend, we were talking about Pokemon cards, literally. We were kinda arguing. Me and my friends always talk about childish stuff. Always. So I'm basically still a kid too. I blushed so hard, I was red as a tomato as I left. The other day you shared something funny too. Remember you said you tried to imagine me without any facial hair and a panda face popped up, like a literal panda, and that really made me laugh. I think during the live stream I chuckled a little bit. because it was actually very funny. I still love Hot Wheels. Good job. Keep loving them. I never I never had Hot Wheels, but I did have cars. Toy cars. I was a big Beyblade guy. I still love them. But to play those, you need company. You can't play that alone, you know? When I was a teenager, I used to spend time with my cousins in my room, listening to music while on Facebook and Tumblr. Yeah, good old days. I once saw a BMW M1 Hot Wheels and haven't been listening. I don't even know that exists. Okay, so BMW M1. Hot Wheels, probably every single type of cars exists in Hot Wheels world, right? I only played Hot Wheels video games. How is the background music today, by the way? Can you listen to it? Or should I bump up the volume a little bit? But I don't know what people my age do for fun. I know, but I don't give a shit. Because I'll do whatever I have to. I'll do whatever I feel like doing. Like I said, everything I do, everything I'm interested in, is still like a kid. And I don't give a shit if somebody judges that. Oh, so you don't even hear any music. What about now? Can you confirm if the music is loud? Not loud. I mean, can you listen to it? Like, as a background music. Now I hear it. Turn the volume up. No, Eleanor is not doing anything. She's just moderating. Even though I don't need any moderator, you know? But the music isn't interrupting my voice, right? You can still hear me. Can you still hear my voice? Is it interrupting? No, I meant her device. Okay. Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe my music was loud enough, but Eleanor's volume was not loud. The music isn't interrupting your voice. Okay, that's better. That's better. I'll have dinner after an hour or so, and then I'll end the stream. I think... yes, you're right, my volume... Okay, so your volume was low, and you made me bump the volume up. Now it's perfect. You use headphones. Yeah, headphones are good. This music I'm using, by the way, it's a free music, but I still got a claim once. Sketchy business. They always trick you, but still I'm using it today with my speaker, so I think it won't detect anything. The reason I'm using it still, because I love this music. Sometimes, sometimes I just play these type of music and work. It feels good. Absolutely. Even though I have earbuds, sometimes I feel like buying those big, bulky headphones. Not because they're better or anything, because they look fashionable to me, you know? I just want to wear for no reason, even if they don't work. I had one, wireless. It didn't last much, for some reason. I think you met your Marsh. I don't care what people think either, but I want to meet people that have fun and simple... Okay, Eleanor said something. I don't care what people think either, but I want to meet people that have fun in simple ways like me. Exactly. I'm never gonna care about that. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of friends, because I don't have any, like, I'm not very relatable to most men. No, that was an exaggeration. Like, all my friends, everybody I have, I know, they're actually like me. Well, slick and small ones are a bit better in practically. Let me show you which one I was talking about. I was talking about this kind. Looks very cool, right? Fashionable. Sorry. They're cool. You know, I was joking. Of course not. Too big and stupid. Let me make a poll. I don't use Discord. I have, but I don't use. Because I really don't want to overwhelm myself using too many platforms. Already got enough. Let me get big first. I paint and sketch my own patterns and put my sketches on the big ones. That's very good. Let me show you one of my old sketches. They're still on Facebook. I used to upload my drawings on Facebook. I used to feel so proud. I used to feel so proud. I once drew my, like, how I want to dress up. Long time ago. It's fun to customize your own headphones, phone cases. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, okay, I can't find them now. Look what I found. I was vibing like a, I literally was thinking that I'm looking so cool. This was taken by my own hands, by the way, but it doesn't seem like that. Sorry, I was supposed to show you my drawings, but I just found this, so I decided to show. I have auto characters behind my phone case, but they haven't been filled out with color yet. Okay, so you have a customized phone case. You know, I have a customized phone case too, but it's my own face. I spent some money to make that. And I never used that. You know why? Because when you use it, it makes the phone too bulky. I love portability more. I love the slick vibe. I don't like to grab bulky stuff. So I don't use it anymore. It's just there. I was so sad when I took this picture. It was like 5 a.m. The sun just 5 or maybe 4:30, I don't know. No, actually 5 or 6. The sun was rising basically. And I took this after crying. Yeah. But I was like a teen or 20 maybe. So, yeah, I cried and then took this picture. Every single pictures around that time got a story. A bully once tried to steal this these gloves. He wasn't a bully, but he was like trying to steal. Yeah, you can post it. Definitely. I'm gonna check that out. Those were personally made. My, I like there was an uncle who worked there, like leather stuff, and he made this tailored for me. Those were like my size exactly, and now I don't have those. I lost them. It lasted like 10 years. Yeah, maybe 10 years. Actually, when I was moving here, I lost around those times. They were real gloves. I have a pair of gloves still, but they're not for the winter. They're basically MMA gloves. No, let me show you. I have these now. They're not bad, but that one was better. So I have these now. See that? I sometimes wear them when I work out because they're actually for MMA training. But you can wear them casually too for the cold weather. Nobody gonna tell you anything. Nobody gonna judge you, but they look too much fighter kinds. So if you wear those casually, people gonna think you're about to train or something. Yeah. I really enjoy, like, I feel something when I wear anything like that. Like a fighter. I think you posted it, right? Let me check. Well, I personally have weapon handling gloves due to my weapon training. Really? You can share that if you want. One glove or pair of gloves? Because I have two, of course. Let me wear that. Okay, you didn't post it yet. Specifically, these are Taekwondo gloves, but you can actually use them for MMA. You can e you can even do pull-ups with these. You can see there's a thing here, hook to hook. Even though I don't use them to do pull-ups because they're very uncomfortable that way, I prefer my bare hands. I just use them in other ways. What kind of weapons? Okay. You know, that's sport where they have around a long stick, long range to be exactly. Which stick? Nunchucks? Staffs? Where you just throw that stick? Are you talking about that? I hope I didn't lag. And I can defend short too. I have done kickboxing too. I think. Wait, no. Oh yeah. I know what you mean. My network is slow suddenly. Yeah, you did. You did. Not with details, but you did. I think there's a huge delay today, right? That's why things are not syncing very well. Close the camera if needed. For what? I hope I'm not lagging, by the way. Oh yeah, maybe. But am I lagging though? Because I thought I'm lagging, but what do you think? Am I lagging? I don't think I am. I don't know if there's a big delay. Okay, there's no... No, I'm not talking about the delay, because the delay will happen. Because I didn't do anything about it. There's always a default delay when you stream. You can lower it a little bit if you want. But I'm not lagging, right? Okay, I'm not lagging, but I'm looking blurry. If I'm looking blurry, pixelated, I'm looking... Really? Okay, that believes back. His laugh reacting. I'm looking pixelated. Let me fix that. Sometimes it can be your internet. Okay, now I look fine. Sometimes it can go a little bit lower. It can happen. That is fine. Let me fix something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yo. Hey, I'm back. Apologize if I took long. Everything is fine now. Let me wear my glasses. They can't act. Okay, sorry. Yes, maybe it's my internet. You know, headphones with aux port. Yeah, I know. They can act as a signal receiver. I didn't know that. For real? Headphones with aux is catching also extra signals. I had no idea. It's been a while I used any headphones with aux cable. Since I got earbuds for years, I'd never used anything on my computer with cables. Maybe I should. They're actually better, I hear. Like, they actually provide better sound, in my opinion. How pity things are when I think cable stuff is kind of better. No, they're absolutely better. Cabled mouse, like I used wireless stuff, I used cable stuff. My personal experience, I would say that cable stuffs are better, but the reason people don't like to use often because they can get messy. That's it. Like I used cable microphones, I used wireless microphones. Like I think cable ones are better, way better. Sometimes I don't even feel like using any microphones. Lately, I don't prefer using microphones, even though I have a lot of things. Because I enjoy portability. I just want to do things where I just pop my phone up and boom, you know? Because that gives more authenticity, more casualty, flexibility, you know? Therefore, consistency. Like, for example, I just love the idea where things are a little low quality but flexible. For example, I can use my back camera, but still I'm using the front camera on purpose. Traditional stuff are better. What happened to my network today? Top fans, let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Small Kid Boy, number 1. Bubbly Couch Sofa, number 2. Huge Views, number 3. Eleanor Gilnor, number 4. And who is this guy? Chisholm J, number 5. I don't even remember reading his comment. I'm sorry if I missed. I heard people say that cabled headphones have better sound quality. They literally do. They do. It's because it makes sense. The power is coming through the cable linked that energy versus wireless where the power is passing through the air and then connecting, you know? So the quality gets compressed that way. That makes sense. It's like me texting you versus me talking to you face to face, you know? Wow. Wow. I like slow internet for some reason because it drives me crazy. Am I pixelated again? Am I? Yeah, they both have their pros and cons. Wireless ones are just better where you're using it whenever you want. You know, laptop versus desktop. Wireless one gives you more portability, more flexibility. You can use them anywhere, anytime. Where cable stuff, you need to set things up. Okay, so I'm not pixelated. Better. People are so sensitive, you know? Like, if I just turn on this big head filter, you're gonna see somebody out there gonna say something bad. Just for that. How easy to offend you, stupid shit. Just for that, you're gonna judge. Get a life. Get a life, pal. Get a life. Get a life. Hey, you read my comment about PS2 port? I didn't get that one. It's more comfortable wearing wireless. Yeah, exactly. No, okay, I got it. And there's PS2 ports behind the computer. The green and purple ports. They don't use CPU or any other stuff. Yep, you know. Okay, yeah, I just got some images. Ew, I was this pixelated? Gross. I just got some screenshots and it shows so blurry. But not anymore, right? Maybe it was your internet, Eleanor. Okay, if you had to pick just one kind, which one you would pick? I'm gonna give you options and you will pick. Same power, okay? A laptop and a desktop. Which one would you get? Now, laptops are a little fragile. If you drop, they break. Computers, you can upgrade. So which one would you get? A laptop or desktop? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Laptop. Same. I would get a laptop if I'm moving around. But if I'm stable, like I don't have to move, just like now, my current situation, then desktop. A wireless mouse or a wired mouse? A wireless mouse, you would need to charge battery things, and the wired one, you just set things up once and done. Which one you would get? If same power, since I know how to upgrade a laptop, it would be fine. Okay. But upgrading a laptop is very expensive compared to desktop, don't you think? Like, for a laptop, a keyboard, they're usually expensive, and desktop keyboards are way too cheaper. Yeah, and wired one is fine, right, exactly. But you can obviously use these traditional keyboards with laptops, but they're gonna look very trash that way. But some people use that way sometimes. It depends on the price, of course. Uh, hey, I started. What did you start? Are you streaming? Is that what you're saying, Bubbly Couch Sofa? Sarah. So you're streaming now. We can actually do live together someday. This is something I really want to do. A friend who said he would join, but he could never find time. He was never free. He wanted to, but he just couldn't. For a laptop, a wireless mouse is fine for me. Also, just the mouse pad. Yeah, good pick. For a desktop, wired mouse. Even if I had a desktop, I think I would still use a wireless mouse. But yeah, wired ones, they make more sense because you just set things up and done. You don't have to worry about charging. You don't have to worry about anything. Wireless stuffs are usually very, very weak. They're not too durable. And they're also expensive compared to the wired stuff. Compared to the wired stuff. I hope I'm not pixelated anymore. Who's feeling bad, I wonder? Somebody voted bad. Is that you, Eleanor? But in wireless, there's some powered with AA batteries, some powered with charge. I prefer the AA battery powered ones. Yeah, but you still have to buy something extra for that. So that's a commitment that way. As Eleanor said, both wireless and wired one got, they have their own pros and cons. So yeah. And how many likes I got? Probably 6. Probably 6. Oh, why? You know why? Why was I smiling? Because I just saw this. I just saw this and I immediately smiled because I love cats. Cats are so cute. They're always cute. I'm gonna be a cat dude, no matter what. I don't care what people say. And I'm gonna name him Vladimir. Oh, so you voted good. You voted the good. My stream health looks healthy. What would you pick if you can only pick one? Wired earbuds, wireless earbuds, wired headphones, or wireless headphones? Okay, you gave me 4 options. You know what? Wired earbuds. Because to work out, they're the best, in my opinion. You can move around very, very flexible way. You don't have to worry much. Even though headphones work too, but earbuds just work. But not wired earbuds, because, even if the cable is too long, still it's uncomfortable to me. Well, I found out something too, though. What did you find out? Do share with us. I see 8 people. That feels great. But they're just passerbys. They're not gonna stay. They're swiping. They didn't enter yet. You didn't enter yet, but I want you to enter. I know I didn't, but everyone should at least come to see if you're there. Bubbly Couch Surfer just shared my stream. This girl is always sharing my stuff and I feel very good. Such a powerful supporter, but you don't have to do that. All my supporters are very kind. Well, I saw a video installing Windows 10 on a tablet, so I can get a get a 2-in-1 keyboard and plug it in using an adapter. If you install Windows 10 on a tablet, if it's not a very powerful tablet, it's gonna be laggy in my opinion. Don't you think? You need a powerful tab to install Windows 10. A long time ago, I decided to just test things out, install Windows on my smartphone. Then I realized, no, it's gonna be very, very laggy. Like, when you could root your phone, that time. And then I found somebody was using Windows that way, and it was so slow that I was like, okay, no, maybe not. It's a bad idea. I don't know. I think I would go with Windows 7. Windows 7 is not legal anymore, right? Like, no security. Nothing. A lot of things, modern things, won't even support in Windows 7. Most things. You have to be very like you have to compromise, you know? You have to compromise a lot. You can use old stuff. You can use old stuff, but most of the modern things, not too modern. Like let me tell you how, what am I saying here? A lot of old stuff, the new updates, you won't be able to use them. And you can't even use the old version. You're gonna face troubles like these all the time using Windows 7. Even though I love Windows 7, Windows 7 was the best thing in my opinion. Windows 10 is just meh. Windows 11 is trash. They just wanna they just wanna take your money. Yeah, you can, but as I said, you have to compromise a lot. You have to but your PC or laptop gonna run smoothly. And of course, old school games, you can play them very smoothly, without a doubt. Without a doubt. What the hell? Let me show you something. No, I don't have to. I don't have to. 20 volts. How the hell? It escalated too quickly, I think. And 90% people said they're not feeling good today. You know what? I know it's that same guy. I know it's that same guy. Because no way 90% people said bad. No way. Just leave. You don't have to be obsessed, whoever you are. You don't have to stay so obsessed. It's not funny anymore. It is not funny anymore. It is not funny anymore. But maybe it's just regular votes. Maybe I'm taking it too negatively. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Give me some reactions, like hearts or hundreds. I would like to have some. I said, okay, I know who you are. You guys can see, right? That laugh is that guy. Hey buddy, what's up? Yeah, just chatting. Nothing going on. If I can play our average online games, do Windows, PowerPoint, Word, Excel. Okay, so if you know what you need, if you know that I'm happy with this, then it doesn't matter what you use. Just like me, that's the idea. If I know I can pull it off, it doesn't matter what I use. That's the spirit. I like this. I like this. If you become a YouTuber, you can actually pull things off pretty nicely because you do have that mindset of flexibility. Of course, I remember you. I do remember you. And you understood my concept very well. I remember you, Oscar. Yep, Windows 7, here I come. But can you even get them anymore? I mean, you can get them from illegal sites, of course. But you know, back then you could get Windows disks, but can you get them that way? You have to download, that's it. Which is fine. But you can't download them officially. You have to download them from other websites. I mean, I can get it. Yeah, you can, definitely. And in Turkey, I think you still have those shops where they sell Windows 7. Tell me if I'm wrong. You can still get them this way, right? They still sell. Yeah, they do. So that's it. You can buy it, and they're pretty cheap. I know they're pretty cheap. I don't know about like modern days if they're actually still cheap or not, because I bought discs back then this way, you know, pirated stuff all the time. Now things are just easier to download. You don't have to walk to the shop and buy stuff. Everything is downloadable. Everything. Everything. Yep, they still sell it. I bought a Bluetooth adapter for my old radio in my car and I was shocked. Okay, so they still sell it. I don't remember when was the last time I actually bought a disc of Windows. It said it needed a disc. Okay, so I bought a Bluetooth adapter for my old radio in my car and I was shocked. Hold on, my speaker just got disconnected. And it was for Windows 2000. Oh, Windows 2000? You know, I even used Windows XP, Windows Vista. I used them too, long time ago. I'm pretty ancient. Modern day kids probably don't even know. I never used Windows 98, of course, but I've seen them. Why is it still sold in 2026? I don't know. Okay, so Oscar used 98. I never used it, but I've seen that. Like when I was a kid, I did see people using it. Yeah, I used Windows X. You know, when Windows 7, not 7, when Windows 10, like coming soon, that was a thing. Windows 8, sorry, when Windows 8 was a thing, I was using Windows 7 still, and for no reason, I was using Windows XP. Because I noticed that whenever I used Windows XP, my games were running smooth. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I noticed it. Like, whenever I was using Windows XP, my games are running smooth because it consumed less space, less RAM, you know? So on purpose, I was using an older thing. And I was never interested to use Windows 8 because I realized it was heavy for my computer that time. And 95 an emulator because I was curious. I used like on my phone I used 95 XP, stuff like that. Like emulation, of course, not the real one. I did check those. I'm software expert, that's why I have to use all of them. But you use 98 too, so you definitely have a lot of experience. In your opinion, Oscar, which Windows is actually better? Not modern, of course. Windows 11 got more features, they're more modern, but which one gave you the best experience for your time, for its time, you know? In my opinion, I got the most fun out of Windows 7. Like, I felt that type of smoothness, flexibility. Sure, Windows 7 got nothing like Windows 10 or 11, but it was giving me more fun, in my opinion. That's just my experience. That's my experience. I love 7 and 10. Yeah. In my opinion, we don't give the 10 too much credit like 7. I think 10 is actually, not just because it's modern, drastically better than 7. 7 is maybe just nostalgic to us. What was the best OS you used? I used every single. Okay, you are asking Oscar. As I said, I'm very nostalgic about Windows 7, but I think Windows 10 is the best Windows of all time if I actually have to compare with justice. Even if I remove the modern aspect, Windows 10 is actually the best one. But Windows 7 was easier for people who don't want to get overwhelmed, you know? Windows 8 concept was good, but it didn't work. I think you're talking to Oscar. No idea. I have no idea. 21 votes. 21. Okay, I see Kian. Hello, little brother. Welcome. It's been a week, probably. And there's all limited too, for an odd reason. Yeah, that's true. Best OS is Linux. I don't know. I never used anything but Windows. I once thought about using Mac, but then I was like, no, I know Mac is very limited too. You're not gonna have that much flexibility using it. But maybe I'll test. Sorry, I had school. It's okay, my pal. That's okay. I didn't even stream. Like, after a week I'm streaming today, so you didn't miss anything. But yeah, you did miss some of my videos. You guys, after the stream or even now, maybe after the stream, do check my latest videos out if possible. Me too, but as a teacher. Okay, so as a teacher you want to use that. As a teacher. But like, I have a cousin who used Mac, and I realized Mac is not good for gaming. You know? You can still use Mac on Windows PC. Yeah, but it's gonna make my PC a little laggy, right? That way, if I used on top. I don't know about Mac at all. Like, if I use Mac on my Windows 10, it's gonna make my PC a little laggy. That's just my assumption. I don't know if it's gonna make it laggy or not. Mac for best for editing. Yeah, maybe. And I really do need powerful enough to edit, but I'm a YouTuber. I'm not making a highly produced movies or anything. I just need basic editing, right? Some transitions, adding B-rolls, musics, color grading, that's it. So I'm okay with Windows. I just hit 56 subs. Congratulations, Kian. Congratulations. And I'm one of them. 308. Look what 308. It's a cat holding a cookie. Where? Oh, are you talking about Oscar's profile picture? Let me check. No, it's not holding a cookie. Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. Now I see. Sorry, I didn't understand first. I didn't understand first. By the way, guys, do check my latest videos out whenever you can. I'll appreciate it. I will appreciate it. I really need this. Sometimes my videos don't reach you guys, you know? You never get notified. 8 is the hand. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yeah, I checked your video, kid. Sad reality. It's about a car. I'm gonna check that out later. Okay? Because don't want to get copyright. One viewer only. Where? One viewer only. Oh, my stream. Yeah, it was 6. Suddenly it got 1. I don't know. Yeah, I understand. I thought you were talking about Kid. It just drops every now and then. It just drops every now and then. It's okay. It'll happen. I don't mind that. And sometimes you see it wrong, you know? Because the numbers, the view counts are not always accurate. Sometimes 7 people are watching, but you're seeing 2. Sometimes 2 people are watching, you're seeing 10. It just happens. If you read the top at the video, the cars at the underrepresent the person. Okay, I'm gonna check that out later and I'm gonna drop a comment. Don't worry. I will. I'm gonna end the stream after like 30 minutes or so, I'm not sure. But do check my last video out whenever you can. I'll appreciate it. Tomorrow I'll try to stream around this time again. Same time. Like how that they were oppressed and weren't able to show their true abilities. That sounds deep and sad. Deep and sad. I understand the pain. I do understand the pain. Like those powerful cars that were left as shown. Okay, let's just check. What do you say? Let's watch your short. My live got removed. It got removed? Let's check Kit's first video. Okay? Let's just check that out. Sorry I have to show in a shitty way instead of setting things up, because I didn't decide to show anything this way. I can't show the sound. I can play the sound. Show it with any form of music is risky. Okay. I actually understood what like the message here. Very deep for a first video. Very deep. Good job actually. Your first short got 1.2k views. That's a huge deal. Keep going. Keep going. And maybe Kian, you as well. Both of you are trying to make videos, I know. Keep going. Never stop. Even if you don't get any views, any subscribers. If you love doing it, keep doing it. Who cares? It's kinda due to my double personality. Okay, so you have multiple personalities. That can sound kinda spooky. But I think we all have double personalities. One is free, one is caged. I always get serious at those public stuff. Got it. You're a school teacher, right? I don't know why, but I cannot help it. Life of a school teacher, I guess. Kian, drop a like when you can. I think you already did, so thank you. Oh, your finger slipped. It's okay, I realized you typed something wrong. I realized. Thank you very much. Small Kit and Kian. You didn't get any notifications from my latest videos, right? I deepen and force my voice to hide the fact. Okay, that's okay. Just try to be yourself. Just try to be yourself. But things gonna be hard for you since you're in Turkey. Don't be sad. I can see 4 people now. 4. I didn't know, I don't know why. Okay, so no notifications from my videos. So maybe check on your own. A lot of... Okay. You know, YouTube is very sensitive. So sometimes your comments don't reach me. Okay, so you watched my video. Like, I posted like 4 videos after my last live streams and a lot of shorts. Hopefully you guys like at least one of them. At least one of them. They're trolling, they unliked. Who... Okay, I understood what do you mean. You know, one thing about me is that I don't judge people easily. As long as they're not harming me, I don't judge them. And a lot of people around me want me to be aggressive towards people who are not like us. And I'm like, why should we care? As long as nothing is harming, nothing is harmful to you, you should not hate them. You did get 1. Okay, that's good. Okay, the trolling one you got. Okay. My latest video is... the title is called It's Not 2026. I hope you're gonna enjoy this one. It's kinda silly one, to be honest. Nothing storytelling, nothing scary. Just a stupid one. A skit, actually. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you liked it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gracias. How many likes I got? 6 likes, so maybe one of them is you. I have a fave like that is 12th grader and I'm 19 as you know. 17. Okay. Politeness is important no matter who you are. Be humble. Aggression is not an answer. I'm a kind of a guy who never shows anger to my enemies. Like, if somebody hates me, I'm still gonna talk to them with a polite tone, even if I hate them. And I think everybody should be this way. Because when you're loud with aggression, nobody gonna hear you. Nobody gonna understand you. You can offend me, and I can tell you that you're being offensive, instead of being loud and aggressive. Of course, anger has its place, but you shouldn't use it too quickly. Reserve that for bigger issues. I'm just talking in general. I'm not covering up anybody's situation here. You cannot push anything this way. You keep slipping your finger. I think Kian is clumsy like me. You tried giving her classes, I see. I see. I'm gonna stay here for 10 more minutes today, you know? And tomorrow I'll try to stream around the same time. If not, I'm gonna start late, but you will get notified. You will get notified. If you guys have any kind of stories or anything, very loud and clear, okay. If you guys have any kind of stories or images, anything, do post that on my community tab. I will talk about them. Maybe I'll make a video, maybe I'll stream, I don't know. It really depends on my mood. And if you guys want to share my channel with somebody, should I stream on my PC? As you wish, you can. But before streaming on your PC, I think you should do it on your phone first. Because the vertical stream has more reach. I have a promise to hold. The phone case thing, okay. Did you post that image, kid? You said you're gonna post something a while ago. I didn't get that one yet. Maybe later. I was telling you, Kian, that you should stream using your phone first. I said I would post it after stream ends. Okay, I got it. That's fine. Your cat, right? You're going to post your cat image. I think I lagged. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. Tomorrow, I will see you guys around the same time, maybe. I'm gonna notify. If some way, somehow I cancel it, you're gonna find a community post about it. Okay? So, take care, and I'll see you next time. No, my decorated phone case thing. Okay, yeah, right, I remember. Okay, so yeah. So, you will get notified if some way, somehow I cancel. I can schedule my stream, you know, but I realize it actually gets messy when I do that. But maybe I'll do that. So, adios. Take care, everyone. Kian, Kid, everyone.